doesn't matter. All right, never mind. We're not live. It's kind of the same anyway. Well, hi there. Happy Saturday. It is February 15th, 2019. I'm Eric, talking at you, as always, from Kelowna, British Columbia, Canada, where I spent all day today wondering if black people think it's Ask body spray.
It's really funny.
I did.
I really enjoy that.
How's it going, Gord?
I'm doing all right, my friend. How you doing?
Good. Oh, sitting around contemplating deep philosophical things all day.
Yeah.
Day after the very exciting non-Valentine's Day I had, but good to see that some of my friends did well. Mike at Pitlane Parley. Big day for you guys tomorrow. I hope you enjoy that. Daytona 500 for those of you who don't know.
Biggest racing day for them.
Hi to the boys at Thor's Kin. Always a good laugh. I was actually listening to them last night.
Yeah,
it's a good little podcast.
Fun.
And so hi to those guys. Hi, listeners. Thanks for listening. Numbers keep on climbing, and I love it. Tell your friends if they're going to tune in. Maybe they want to go to Podchaser or Chartable or even Apple Podcasts and leave a star rating or a review. If you could give a second, take a second of your life, would be really awesome. I spent an inordinate amount of time listening to Joe Rogan interviews this weekend. And not completely hating them. For the most part, it was just crap. But there was some moments there that I didn't hate.
It's interesting to hear.
He's very, I don't know, it gets very just two comics sitting around talking about being comics and all that. It starts getting into a lot of inside jokes and stupid crap, but every once in a while he asks a decent question. He got into it with Candace Owens a little bit, which I appreciated. She's my new crush. If those of you remember from a couple of nights ago, Candace Owens, black female Republican, very staunch Trump supporter. Interesting young lady. But Joe Rogan kind of raked her over the coals a little bit, and I was impressed. Every once in a while, he does good, I guess. I don't know. I find his show very boring. I find many, many podcasts lately, even my favorite ones, they just seem to go on too long, and get very insidey jokey, and I hope we don't do that. Please feel free to tell us if we do. Eric at ericandgord.world. Or, yeah, that's it. That's all you got right now, Eric at ericandgord.world. Or any of the emails you hear from past episodes. If you happen to be going back through our archives and you hear some email address, they are all active. So you can still reach me at rosemcgowanisstupid@gmail.com or Todd Cochran can blow me at gmail.com. Trump is a giant piece of shit. Sorry, sack of shit at outlook.com.
Are you sure that we're not? I thought that we were Trump supporters all of a sudden.
I am by no means a Trump supporter. Your friend is very, very wrong.
Oh, yeah. I really got to get around deleting that bitch.
No, absolutely not. She seems like a lovely, confused lady.
Yeah, but I prefer people people, especially to have any form of discussion with, is anybody who is willing to admit some form of fault or wrong or even right doing with something that they don't necessarily, or someone they don't agree with, to just flat out deny an absolute fact when given multiple different sources and proofs of said thing, and then just to continue to deny it just because of some. No, it's. I just can't.
I quite like it. I'm impressed. Like, stick to your guns. That's the way to be. Just flat out, nope. You're a Trump supporter. No, I'm clearly not. Trump supporter. I like it. That's a good way to win arguments. Eventually it works, too. Eventually you'll win if you do that long enough. You will win because people will just give up and stop talking to you. You're a Trump supporter. No, I'm clearly not. Here's a Trump supporter. You're just like, all right, fuck, you win. That's how I used to win arguments. All the time. Just be like, you're wrong. Wrong. Everything you say is wrong. Can you tell me why? I don't have to, because you're so wrong.
There's no point in explaining it if you're that wrong.
Yeah, exactly. And you don't actually have to have a valid argument. It's great. For those of you who have no idea, I was accused of being a Trump supporter last week by someone who believes that Trump did something that he didn't do. All in regards to this stupid landmine debate, which it's not going to go anywhere anyway. The U.S. isn't going to just magically start using landmines all over the place. It's
which would be hilarious.
that it would be pretty funny actually, but
just all of a sudden there's just landmines everywhere.
This opens the debate to the possibility that they could, in a war situation, should Russia or China declare war, they might possibly maybe consider it. I still don't think any president in his right mind would actually consider using them. Because even if you are the guy who didn't sign this fucking thing, and you're the guy who said maybe you could use them because you didn't sign it, you're still going to eat shit for a long, long time if you're the guy who actually uses landmines.
I don't know. I don't see... My only issue I have with landmines, really, when it comes down to it, is just the ones that are designed to fuck with kids, specifically.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that I have a big problem with. Like, if you are in an act of war, and you know the enemy is coming towards you in a certain thing, and you got the time, yeah, fucking right, bury some fucking landmines, knock off some numbers so you save some bullets. Why not?
I don't see the problem. And these ones now, they either self-destruct or you can blow them up when you're done with them. So it's not like they're left 40 years later for kids to be playing with.
Yeah.
They're just, you use them, and then when you leave, you blow them up. But still, you're going to eat shit politically if you use them. So I can't see anyone using them anyway. But then again, look at the enemies we're fighting.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
They'll use children as shields. Like, fuck some of these people.
Excuse me for a sec. I'm going to sneeze.
What?
There we go. I got rid of that. Yeah, the people we're fighting they don't follow the rules of war ever. So, I think maybe the U.S. is onto something by not signing this fucking treaty. But that's just me being a big old Trump supporter again.
We are the biggest Trump supporters on the market here. What do you want us to do?
I don't know. I haven't heard much about him this weekend. Apparently he did some nice thing. I don't know. He went and received a bunch of dead bodies or something. And like he cut a Trump rally short so that he could go honor some dead soldiers returning. And they made a big deal out of it on the news. I don't care. I'm not a Trump supporter. I don't give a crap. I would really like to see him not win this election in November.
Unfortunately.
I would like to see... I don't know. Hey, speaking of which, it is the anniversary this week, and oddly enough, of Clinton not getting impeached.
Is it really?
Yeah, he actually, I guess exact same situation. The Senate did not approve the articles of impeachment, and he was not removed. So it was exactly the same.
The one drastic difference is the reason for the acquittal.
Well, yeah.
Clinton's reason was the fact that, well, he didn't break any law. It was inappropriate. His wife should have left him, but he didn't break any law.
Well,
didn't affect anything in any way, shape, or form. He just fucked some fucking chicken, shoved a fucking cigar up her ass. Nobody really cares.
Is there not some sort of adultery law in America? I don't know. It doesn't matter. Don't care.
Yeah.
I think
where Trump refused to allow witnesses to come forward, which is why he didn't get impeached.
I think we're going to set a rule now. There's going to be the precedent's been set. Now they're just going to try to impeach everybody every time. Every time someone in the States gets elected, they're going to try to impeach them.
No way. I guarantee you, as long as a Democrat is in charge, no impeachment will happen.
No. I think they're gonna. I think they're gonna. They're just gonna impeach everybody. They're gonna try it every time. That's gonna be the new American thing. As soon as someone gets elected, the impeachment process is gonna start. That's gonna be the new thing. They don't even
wait for the person to do anything wrong.
Nope.
They just
the day after they're elected. Yeah, you're impeached, and then they go through this whole big fucking waste of time, and then they'll start presidenting afterwards. After they fire everyone who tried to impeach them, this is going to be the first year. You get elected, then you get impeached, and then you don't get impeached, and then you fire everyone who tried to impeach you, and then you put together your little slapstick government after that, and try to run a country that's just fucking burned out by all your bullshit. And as they go through that, we'll still be wondering, where the fuck is Justin Trudeau? Why is he running around the Middle East, shaking hands with the Iranian fucking president who just blew up 300 of our people?
And overtly not with them?
When our country is being shut down by fucking terrorists, in my opinion. Trains all across the country are shut down. They can't get fuel shipments out east, like east of you, the Nova Scotia and whatnot. Trains are being shut down by people who have no hand in what's going on in a tiny little community in northern British Columbia has shut down the entire fucking country. And Trudeau's response is, well, it's not my job to tell the RCMP what to do. No, literally, that's exactly your job. It is your job to tell the RCMP what to do.
I hate this, man.
Tell them to get these fucking protesters off the goddamn trains. Protesters who have nothing to do with the First Nations community, who has said that these protesters have nothing to do with us. We want the pipeline. They're ridiculous. I'm not going to attempt to pronounce the name. I always fuck up First Nations names.
Oh, this one seems very difficult to me.
It's the it starts with a W, and it has 7 in it.
7. There's some dashes, possibly an apostrophe.
I don't know, and I don't even care. Just get rid of the terrorists who are shutting down the goddamn train to get the country back to work. Like, they even shut down the West Coast Express.
Yeah.
That runs from Vancouver to Mission. Like, people are they can't get to work. How do you think you're going to get support if you're